It's time for GMA3. New tropical storm on the move. Melissa gaining strength, potentially becoming a hurricane later this week. Ginger has the track and timing. The new faces of cancer, with younger and more diverse people being diagnosed with the disease. Our look at the rising number of young women with metastatic breast cancer.
My heart sank. Within that moment, I just instantly knew what it was.
And the treatments offering new hope to live longer and stronger lives. And Taye Diggs is here, talking about his new role, his recent return to Broadway. And reflecting back on decades of Rent.
Our dream can become a reality. You'll see, boys.
It's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
Hi everyone, I'm Ginger Z.
And I'm Maggie Rulli here with Janae Norman, and we're so glad you can join us on this Wednesday.
Yep, we've got a lot coming up, including a new study about the magic number of steps that you should be getting per day and how much it could lower your risk of death. Dr. Darian Sutton is here to break that down.
Can't wait, because they're all over the place, those numbers. Also, deals and steals for our wellness. Tori Johnson has sneakers, smartwatches, and other great products to help keep us moving and feeling our best.
Yes, but we do start with the hurricane watch in effect in the Caribbean as Tropical Storm Melissa strengthens, threatening several islands. Ginger, you have the latest on the track and the timing.
Yes, this is Melissa that's going to sit around in the sea for a couple of days, and so it's going to be tough in the confidence department to tell you exactly where it goes, but it will have impacts for many islands. So let me go ahead and break it down. Right now, it's south of Haiti, southwest-ish, and it will be moving west very slowly, but Jamaica is on tropical storm watch. So we wanted to show a camera from there to realize how big the kind of cone eventually, that actually looks more like a blob, which you'll see in a moment. It's quite an asymmetric storm, meaning most of the precipitation's on the east side of it. We're going to see that as it continues going northwest. So as of Monday, right now, the hurricane track takes it south of Jamaica. Again, within that bubble, could go anywhere. So each little inch matters when it comes to how much rain you get. But it's got plenty of fuel in the order of 4 to 5 degrees above average for water temperatures. The thing it's fighting is called wind shear. We represent it here by that red. And you see all the red by Florida? That's that trough, that thing that keeps the top of it cut off, and why it's kind of like a fence that keeps it away from the lower 48. So not as much of an impact here. Most of the modeling takes this through the Caribbean early next week and then out to sea. But we'll keep an eye on it, because 5 to 10 inches of rain is no joke in southern Dominican Republic as we go through Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Debris flows, mudslides, really concerned for the next 5 days or so.
Oh, a lot to watch.
Thanks for breaking it down for us.
You got it.
Now to the suspect accused of threatening to open fire at Atlanta's busy airport, expected at his first court appearance today. And new details on how officials say they stopped a potential mass shooting. Faith Abube is in Atlanta with more. Hey, Faith.
Hi there, Maggie. We're hearing candid new details that you rarely hear from police officers after something like this. They're talking about how scared they were, how panicked they were as they recognized the gravity of the situation. And it comes as the suspect is waking up to federal charges in this case.
New details about that thwarted potential mass shooting at Atlanta's airport as the suspect now faces federal charges. The officer seen here taking the suspect into custody in a packed terminal now speaking out.
I was scared. It was fearful for a second. I felt that whatever he had in his mind that he was going to do, I was there to stop it.
According to the FBI, 49-year-old Billy Cagle threatened to shoot up the airport, saying on a FaceTime call with a relative, quote, "I'm at the airport and I'm gonna go rat-a-tat-tat." The relative quickly contacting police.
I was internally panicking. My heart was beating fast.
Officers then tracking down the suspect.
Put your hands behind your back, sir. Put your hands behind your back.
A search of the suspect's vehicle uncovered an unloaded AR-15 style rifle and 27 rounds of ammunition.
And guys, the investigators are now trying to figure out how a convicted felon allegedly obtained a weapon. In the meantime, though, the suspect's family and those officers are being praised for their swift action. Guys.
So grateful. Thank you so much, Faith. Now we're going to go to the high cost of coffee. Prices up more than 20% over the past year. But how expensive does it have to get for you to consider giving it up?
Very expensive.
We asked Becky Worley to investigate. She is joining us now. Becky, tell us everything.
Very expensive, I completely agree, and it's doubtful we're about to become a nation of tea drinkers. But these rising coffee prices are making people rethink coffee consumption. Can they find less expensive alternatives, or, I don't know, the unthinkable, give it up altogether? The beverage that might be in your hand right now is getting more expensive. Prices for roasted coffee rising almost 21% in the past year. That's more than any other item tracked by the government.
Coffee prices are significantly higher than historical. The primary driver is that there are problems in the supply chain. There's been drought and weather conditions in Brazil and Southeast Asia. Inventories are low, but then now with tariffs enacted, that just adds a layer on to the costs.
At this independent coffee store, the owners just told me 4 years ago they paid $1.50 a pound for coffee. Now they pay $6.50. According to experts, smaller independent roasters and coffee shops are going to experience fluctuations more quickly than major coffee chains. So with prices this high, could you cut back? It's 6:15 a.m. when I would normally have my first cup of coffee, but my boss has asked me to give up coffee for a week. I think I'm going to start tomorrow. Okay, day 2, giving up coffee. Not today. No. Today. Oh, no. No. That did not go well, but I'm not alone. How much would coffee have to cost for you to give it up?
$10. This morning I paid $7 for a large coffee.
On a regular cup of coffee, it would have to go up to maybe $12. I love coffee that much.
So to grind down the cost, people are getting creative.
People sleep on instant espresso. You can make delicious coffee at home real cheap.
I thought I would try instant coffee. That's good. I'll be buying this again.
Experts say for more savings at home, you can buy coffee beans in bulk, storing them in a dark, airtight container in a cool, dry place. Try reusable coffee filters and store leftover coffee in the fridge or freeze it for later. We need our morning coffee. I'm with you. Cheers. Okay. If you just can't quit your coffee shop and you don't want to brew your own, keep an eye out for deals and coupons by following your favorite cafes on social media, checking their apps, even in the local paper sometimes. And hey, sign up for loyalty programs. They'll reward you with free drinks. Plus, it may be hard, but if your coffee order is one of those fancy ones, maybe a simpler one's better. Guys, I've been here 20 years at GMA, and I've never had an assignment that I've just said, nope, I'm not doing that.
I'm there with you. I cannot kick this habit.
Whatever it takes to keep the coffee coming.
Yeah, I tried the
Becky.
mushroom for a while, and then I went back to the hard stuff. I get it, Becky.
Hard stuff.
Anyway, after the break, we've got a lot more here on GMA3. The magic number of daily steps, what a new study is saying. Dr. Darian Sutton joins us live.
We're back now with a new study about the magic number of steps you should be getting each day and how much it can lower your risk of death. ABC News medical correspondent Dr. Darian Sutton is here to break it down. So are you saying that we can take a certain amount of steps to never die?
That is technically what we're saying.
That's not it, right?
Janae's always reading ahead, trying to take out the light. So when we're talking about movement, this study shows that even small amounts of movements can make measurable differences in your life. And this specific study is from the British Journal of Sports Medicine, and it follows older women, average age of 70, calculates how many steps they take, and then looks at the outcomes in terms of death as well as the risk of heart disease. And there are some numbers here to put into context. So, for example, from 4,000 steps, around that, 1 to 2 times a week, that was shown to reduce the risk of death by about 26% comparatively, reducing the risk of heart disease or severe heart attack by about 27%. Now, if you increase that 4,000 steps 3 times or more a week, that benefit in terms of reduction in death increased about 40%. And then around 5,000 to 7,000, there was a modest benefit. It seemed to plateau around 7,000 steps. And that's the key question here. How many steps do you need to get the most benefit?
4,000 doesn't sound actually like a ton, but some days 4,000 does.
It does.
Actually sound like a ton. So what are the best ways to get those steps in?
Well, 4,000 steps is about 1.5 miles to 2 miles. So for me, that's a lot. I don't know how, but when you break it up, it might not be like that. It might not feel that much. If you think about, if you're walking at a pace of 3 miles per hour, thinking about a car in a parade, that takes about 45 minutes. Don't do it all at once. The study shows that it doesn't matter where you do it, but the total amount is what matters. So you can break it up. If you want to do 10 to 20 minutes in the morning, 10 to 20 minutes in the afternoon, another 10 to 20 minutes after dinner. There are major benefits in terms of your heart health, your digestion, your brain health, and so it's always thinking about where you can get those small amounts of time in.
If that target is 4,000 for benefit, is there, and this study does indicate that there may be a top that's maybe no good any longer?
Yeah,
or can you take too many steps?
I don't think that there's any situation where there are too many steps unless it's causing you pain or other problems, but it seems as though the studies show around 7,000 to 9,000 steps is when the benefits, when you're looking at all types of benefits, kind of plateau out. And so I guess that's kind of near the maximum in terms of where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. But again, movement is key. If you look at the guidelines from the National Institute of Health, they recommend that as adults, we get about 150 minutes a week. That's about 20 to 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day. If you add in walking, that can just boost those benefits overall. And just important to remember that walking protects your heart, protects your brain, helps with your mood. So if you can, take those steps and just always try to do a little bit more than you did the day before.
It's great to have you break down these numbers because I've seen, aim to get 10,000 steps a day, the 5,000. So thank you for differentiating it.
Yeah. Take a walk and try walking on your phone. That's one of my favorite activities. Calling your parents, calling your friends.
I thought you meant walking. Looking at your phone.
No, put the phone in the back pocket. Keep the headphones in. I know, I don't want people to trip, but just try doing things that you might find those extra steps. Getting off the bus earlier, parking a little bit farther away. These things can make a difference.
They can, yeah. Thanks so much, Dr. Darian.
Of course.
Still coming up here on GMA3, we talk about the new season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and all the latest pop news with Will Gans.
Back now with pop news and Will Gans.
Oh yeah, Maggie, thrilled to have you back.
How many times can we hug together on camera?
The limit does not exist, as a wise mean girl once said. Okay, speaking of mean girls, can we even survive this first story of pop news? Because we are getting a first look at season 3 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, with Hulu dropping the trailer for the highly anticipated reality show this afternoon. So what's in store for season 3? Can Mom Talk even survive this? We're talking triple the secrets, triple the drama, and triple the revelations. Take a look.
Mom Talk is at its lowest point right now. There's just a lot that has gone down. I think it's clear we could all use a little bit of fun, but not too much fun, considering the group we're in.
We have a leak in Mom Talk.
Would you be open to the lie detector test?
Worst case scenario, someone leaves with their extensions ripped out of their head.
Worst case scenario, I don't know. Sounds like fun to me. All 10 episodes of the new season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives will begin streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus starting November 13th.
The tagline said these Latter-day Saints are no angels. What?
I know. And what does that say about me that I want to be involved?
No angel.
All right, now let's move on to Diane Keaton. Fans paying tribute to the late actress by streaming her movies in big numbers over the last few weeks, myself included. Now the Oscar winner has earned a new accolade, making her solo Billboard music chart debut. Thanks to her holiday single, First Christmas, Diane released that song last November, saying at the time that her heart was full of gratitude for her fans. What can't she do? She's a singer, a fashion icon, an actress, get it all for her. Yes, exactly. Also in pop news, we've got our first look at the highly anticipated third season of Shrinking. The Emmy-nominated cast is coming back to our screens more than a year after season 2, with Apple TV releasing some first look photos of the cast, including, of course, Jason Segel, Harrison Ford, Kristen Miller, Michael Urie, Jessica Williams, and more. As the show's logline says, new season, new boundaries, same works in progress.
That sounds like us.
Yes, exactly. This season we'll also see guest appearances, y'all, from Michael J. Fox, Jeff Daniels, Brett Goldstein from Ted Lasso, Damon Wayans Jr., and Kobe Smolder. Shrinking season 3 premieres on January 28th on Apple TV.
Oh, Kobe will come in with Jason Segel. I love that.
I know, a little reunion in the works.
Oh, you're right.
If you're not watching that show, by the way, get into it. It is feel good, funny, but also real issues that we should should all be talking about.
Yeah.
Speaking of real issues, Vecna, Demogorgons, and the Upside Down. Remember this, you guys. Friends don't lie. So I'm being dead serious when I say we are just 35 days away from the highly anticipated premiere of Stranger Things Season 5. As a reminder, this will be the final chapter in the Stranger Things universe. I know, say it ain't so, and the finale is shaping up to be one for the books. We already know it will have a feature-length runtime of 2 hours. Yeah, and it might just get the feature-length treatment. According to reports, the Stranger Things finale is heading to the big screen, with Netflix bringing the final installment to theaters nationwide. I reached out to both Netflix and AMC for confirmation, have not heard back. Chrissy, wake up! But we'll get the chance to hear all about the final season when the cast of Stranger Things joins us here in December. Part 1 of the final season begins streaming on November 26th.
That's exciting.
I can't
Broadway,
wait.
theaters.
For this.
Yes, the Broadway show is so cool.
I'm seeing it in a few weeks. I can't wait.
It's amazing. I'm excited for you.
Jealous. All right, coming up, we're taking you behind the scenes of the hit show 911.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back to GMA3. Tomorrow on GMA, Garcelle Bouvet will be here telling us about her new Lifetime movie where she's the executive producer and the star. It's a real passion project for her.
And we've told you about Lori Bergamato and Team GMA getting ready to run the New York Marathon. On Friday, Lori B will tell us about the best sneakers for hitting the road.
Oh, looking forward to that. And we're going to be live in Ohio for our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour, visiting baby animals at the Cincinnati Zoo. Can't get better than that. Gorillas, bears, and Asian small-clawed otters. We're going to meet them all on Friday.
I'm looking forward to the baby otters. That's my favorite. All right, well, now to our new series, The New Faces of Cancer, looking at the changing face of people being diagnosed with the disease, often younger and more diverse. This month, as we celebrate 40 years of PINK, we're seeing the numbers of young women diagnosed with that disease on the rise, but there is hope.
Dallas Carroll was 29 and pregnant when she did a breast exam and felt a lump.
My heart sank. Within that moment, I just instantly knew what it was.
Britta Knight was 33 when she felt a stabbing pain in her breast.
I'm thinking they'll find something small. I'll be able to go back to work in the morning.
Both women diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, cancer that has spread throughout the body. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women who are being diagnosed at younger ages. The sharpest rise has been seen in those under 50, with steep increases among Hispanic and Asian Americans. Meanwhile, rates of metastatic breast cancer in women under 40 rose almost 3% each year between 2004 and 2021. While genetics, heavy drinking, and the environment may play a role, researchers still can't fully explain the increase.
It could be exposure to different foods, environmental agents. We believe that a combination of everything is what's making us see more cancer in young people.
And the impact on young people can be severe, with patients starting families and careers. The good news, breast cancer treatments have improved significantly in the past decade. Britta, now 43, has been living for 10 years with metastatic breast cancer.
The one thing my oncologist did say was, this is not a terminal disease. This is a chronic illness.
With 2 babies and a stepdaughter at home, Dallas, now 33, opted for an early cancer vaccine trial at Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa.
I'm very much go big or go home.
Researchers there re-educating her own cells to recognize and attack breast tumors more effectively. Today, with the addition of chemo and radiation, Dallas is doing great.
I'm amazed at the responses that we've gotten. I do think that we're getting closer to curing a lot of patients from cancer.
Cancer has taken so much from me, but I vowed to myself I wasn't going to let it take my happiness or my spirit. And I will watch my kids grow up.
Well, Dallas says she had to beg doctors to take her lump seriously while pregnant, and says it is so important for women to advocate for themselves. Now, we also have an update on a story we brought you yesterday. You may remember Stephanie Wysowski, the woman who discovered she had breast cancer while pregnant. Well, we have some amazing news. She gave birth to her little girl. Look at that. She looks really just about perfect. They named her Georgie Louise. You may also see in those photos, there's a balloon that says happy anniversary, because the couple's also celebrating their 8th anniversary together. So happy for them and so much to celebrate.
Thank you so much for that update, Maggie. I know we were all wondering if she had given birth yesterday. So now we've got to go to Deals and Steals, and it's all about wellness with Tori Johnson bringing products to help you be your best self. Tori?
Or in this case, Will
Help
Gans
Will
to be
Gans.
his best self.
Get that deep squat. Gotta get all the way to the bottom.
Janae, you tried this machine.
I did. It was great. It felt amazing.
It's the real deal. So oftentimes when you just do squats on your own, it puts a lot of pressure on back, joints. And this machine is designed to help alleviate some of that pressure and spread it out a little more evenly. Are you coaching him?
Yes, yes,
coaching him to he is fantastic in all ways. And not only that, but you not only get in 10 minutes a really great workout, but then because it's got wheels and folds down, you could just put it right under the bed or into the closet when you need to store it away. But ideally, you keep it out because when you store it away, you don't use it as much. But you could look as good as Will at 50% off.
Don't stop now. 5 more. You got it.
There you go. Exactly. All right. For those of you who make protein shakes, matcha, any kind of blended things with powders, oftentimes the powder settles, right? So if you push this button right here on this that one's empty, so that one's not going to do anything exciting for you. But if you push that on there, it whisks in here so that there's no clumps.
It's going.
Because oftentimes when the powder settles, you get those clumps. There's 3 different speeds, so it's really great to be able to make your drinks on the go. It's also glass as opposed to plastic. And again, if you don't drink it all at once and then something settles, you just press the button and you're good to go. And it's 50% off.
Great.
Yeah, it's really smart.
Now we get on the move.
Yeah, on the move. This is Motion, and I get so many great reviews from our viewers.
Super light?
No, this has like a base to it.
Yes, so it's about stability. So that's why that base is designed like that. And then it's designed for this little bit of like a toe spring. So it adds a little pep in your step. Seriously, when you wear these,
like a gymnastics mat.
They feel different, and so great for walking distances or just literally for your day. Really phenomenal stability and comfort in those. We've got 4 different styles. They're 60% off plus free shipping from Motion.
And with each step, you can monitor.
Yeah, you want to get credit for those steps.
I'm so married to that. I'm always like, am I wearing my thing?
Right,
Oh my gosh,
exactly.
does it even count?
So what's great about Qubit is not just about measuring the steps, but also heart rate, sleep patterns, and then it gives you all of this data about yourself. And the more that you know about yourself and your typical activity, the more that you can either adjust or celebrate to be able to then reach your goals. So it's all about giving you that data either to just celebrate and feel great about what you've done or to give you motivation on what you might want to do differently. That's what these are all about. We've got options even for kids, teens, adults, and we have their earbuds and headphones as well for when you're on the move to get a little sound in there. All 50% off.
Data is power. We love that.
Right? Exactly. Okay, something else we love, Chirp. This is an easy way to roll yourself to relief. So whether you do it on the ground or up against a wall, when this goes on those areas where you've got tension or soreness in your back or neck. Yeah, so this is the one for if you've got those serious knots, like they have met their match with this. So that's really designed to get out any of those like tension knots and those stress points. These are really great, always a viewer favorite, and we've got a variety of sets and singles from Chirp, all 50% off. All right, we're getting to one of my favorites over here.
Let's go. Well, we are putting them to work.
Yes,
that is. I mean, it's next level.
We've got it
You got it.
Next level.
Yeah. Just take it off because we need to see those skills.
We need to see it in action. This is cross rope, full body, high intensity cardio workout. What I love about this is that the handles.
Look at you.
This is for Taye Diggs.
Yeah.
Who's sitting right over there.
I was gonna say no pressure, but Taye Diggs is watching. So,
and it appears that Taye Diggs approves. Taye approves of what he sees. But here's what's cool. You get credit for this. So the handles sync to the Bluetooth app, and they're going to track reps, pace, power,
and then have to count.
Right, and then the demo right here. demo right here, that's a ropeless option. Step over there. You
like
could
this?
do that. Yes, you would use them both at the same time.
fits a
So
lot
if you
better.
had
Right.
limited space or you were concerned about tripping, you could do it just for your arms, or you can add jumping to
and
it
that
too.
weight is nice. I didn't
This
realize
is
that, like,
phenomenal.
works out your
50% off and free shipping.
Okay, we love it. Thank you for everything, Tori. And we have partnered with these companies on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. Will Gans, you are the man. Scan that QR code on the screen. Still coming up here, a very impressed Taye Diggs talking about his newest role in a romantic comedy. Stay with us.
But can you jump in a hat?
We are back now with actor Taye Diggs. We've known him for decades for his acting and singing, including the stage and big screen versions of Rent. And he joins us to talk about his newest project, a Lifetime movie. Terry McMillan presents His, Hers, and Ours. You want to clap, Keisha? I see you.
Yeah.
Let's clap. Yes. And let's check out a clip that we have.
Keep saying how you hate the girls that I see.
No, I don't hate them. I'm just perplexed by their reason to exist.
Well, either way, we think maybe this could, help solve that.
Wow. Why are you laughing watching that clip?
Because I had such a good time. Doing this. You know what I mean? Right before I did this project, I kind of got disillusioned with acting a little bit.
You wanted to take a break.
Yes, and like host or do something else. And then I did this project with Lesley-Ann and Chloe and Tyler, and it just reinvigorated my joy for film. Yeah, romantic. I like comedies.
Yeah.
Going to set, laughing all day. It's fun.
Yeah. There's not enough of those anymore either, so
I'm
excited for this.
I know. I keep watching old ones.
Yeah.
Every once in a while they got a good one, but this has been great.
Well, we saw a bit of you in that clip. The character is a single dad. We know you're a single dad as well. So how much did you relate to your character?
So much. That's a blessing about being my age and having experience being divorced and being out in the in the dating world. All of this I can pull off of what's happening in real life and make the role a little bit more real. It's not as far of a stretch as it used to be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not just the movie, but you also recently went back to Broadway.
I
back
did.
to Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge, boy.
Was that going back to Broadway? Was it scarier than you remember? Was it harder? Was it easier? What was the experience?
It was all of it. It definitely wasn't easier. It was 10 years. It's been 10 years since I was on the stage, and I love that show. I've seen the show like maybe eight or 10 times, and it really. I almost pulled out. Actually, because it was so overwhelming at first, but the cast was so supportive. Wayne Brady was always, I did it with him, and he was always in my ear telling me, it's going to get better, and it did, and then it was wonderful. Just the talent on that stage just was so inspiring.
The show's so fun.
Yeah, it's really
So
great.
speaking of theater, it's been almost 30 years since Rent made its Broadway
my Lord.
debut.
That's right.
20 years since the movie. How do you think that powerful story still resonates with fans?
I don't know. There's some things lightning about. Some things you just don't. You can't explain. I just accept. I met Dina, and we had a bit like Walker. My son came from that show. So many things are inexplicable. I just got to be thankful. Yeah.
Well, that stands up.
Yeah.
Well, I have a little guilty secret to admit that when I was getting ready today, I was scrolling through your Instagram feed, and I was having, everyone was in hair and makeup, the best time watching your videos. You take us behind the scenes at Broadway. You sing in your car. I love the one about getting older. So they're like taking supplements. I was like, I relate. Okay, but Taye, question for you.
Yes.
If you're going to make up a little song right now for the GMA couch.
Right.
Let's hear it. What do you have?
I don't like being put on the spot. That's a
I love that too.
Okay, touche.
That's actually born out of too. Like as a parent, I know I do that. Like and I do it. And my parents used to do it. Like something comes up, and I just like start singing a song that relates
that makes
to
me
it.
feel good.
And my kids are like, oh,
yes.
Mom.
And I'd be like, because the last thing I want to do, especially to a 16-year-old, is embarrass him.
That's right.
You get the silent treatment for how. So he's like, Dad, stop. I'm sorry. And then I won't even realize it. Dad, stop. Sorry, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. So I'm glad that other people do it.
It's constant. How often do people come up to you asking about The Best Man and if we'll get another one?
Oh, often.
Yeah?
Often, yeah. And I don't know what to tell them. I want one too.
Yeah?
But right now, Malcolm Lee just wrote a book on The Best Man, so he's, everybody go out buy that book.
Feels like a good
and then,
time.
Yeah. And then maybe, I'm sure we'll do something.
Yeah.
The cast is too great, and the story is too great, so
yeah.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
Well, it's been so great to have you. Thank
Likewise,
you for
it's
being
great.
here. Yeah, and
Yeah.
sorry about putting you on the spot.
No, I mean, it was a joke.
Oh, good.
We'll work on one together later.
Terry McMillan presents His, Hers, and Ours premieres Saturday, November 1st at 8/7 Central on Lifetime. And still coming up here, we're going behind the scenes of the hit series 911. Stay with us.
And we're back now with a behind-the-scenes look at the original 911 series. Roxy Diaz pulls back the curtain on the hit show that has viewers in a constant state of emergency, wondering what will happen next. And this season is going to be out of this world.
The cast of the mega hit inviting GMA to the 118.
This is like the hub, the heart of the 118, right? This is our firehouse.
And this is the only set in 9 seasons that has remained the same. That's been here since the pilot episode of the show.
Truth be told, I don't know exactly what's coming for me yet, but I'm assuming something will happen because it's Maddie. Mr. Hauser, the good news is we think it was a humpback.
If you thought 911 couldn't ante up the stakes, think again.
Like now I'm seeing fire in the sky.
Fire in the sky.
Literally, Athena and Henrietta are going into space.
Yeah, I mean, 9 seasons in, you have to kind of figure out where have we not gone.
Okay, some quick, fast ones for you guys. Just a little bit of fun when we start. Raise your hand if you'd actually be good in an emergency situation.
Do not.
Point to the person who all of you would trust to save you in the face of danger.
Y'all pointing at me?
No, I ain't pointing at you.
It's hard being around people who loved him.
Now the team will grapple with the loss of Bobby Nash, played by Peter Krause.
We need more time.
We don't have any more time.
She's going to be very much in a little bit of a denial, you know. She's a hard worker anyway, so she doesn't throw herself even more so into that.
I feel like it's pulled us all together in such a special way. So it showcases how much we need each other. There can be whole episodes at a time where it doesn't feel weighed down by that loss. And then out of nowhere, you may have an episode where it does peek its head again.
As an EP on the show, how important is it to be able to have real life social situations woven into the script as well?
I think that's what the audience really come to appreciate and love about it. They come away learning a lot about themselves, about how people get along, how people grow. And I think the camaraderie that our characters share touches our audiences.
911 airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on ABC and streams the next day on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. We'll be right back.
I heard Lara gets to do those baby animals at night.
I'm so
envious.
jealous. I
Anyway,
thought they were going to be here.
Thank you so much for watching.
Well, I'm happy we learned, Ginger, that you sing and narrate everything in life.
Yep,
I want some of that.
You do not want to hear it.
GMA3. Come on, a little bit.
For more, check out What You Need to Know anytime on Disney+.
Oh, goodness. That was, you knocked it out of the park.
No, she did.
Right?
And we came up with that
See you
myself.
tomorrow.